I'm always the kid in the back on road trips. I'm like, don't. This is personal space now.
Your camera like zoomed in on you like the office style.
Hey friends, welcome back to my channel, X Stitch and Chill. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Kelsey and this channel is all about cross stitching, sewing, and the chill things I like to do while I'm crafting. If you are a returning viewer, welcome back. I'm so glad to have you here for a little something different this time. I Today I have a little podcast interview for you guys with Casey the Stitcher. If you don't know Casey the Stitcher, she's under that name on YouTube as well as Instagram, and I think she's doing a lot of really cool stuff. She does a lot of Disney. We share a lot of the same patterns. We both have a love for Crisabug and Thread Geeks, and so it was really fun kind of getting to know her a little bit better and talk about stitching and all sorts of other things during our chat. So I hope you enjoy this video, and let me know down in the comments if this is something you would like to see more of, more interviews with other floss tubers, because it's really fun, like actually getting to know people and talk to them. If you enjoyed this video, at the end, please make sure that you like and subscribe, and yeah, all those things are really going to help me grow my channel. So thank you so much. Here we go.
Well, welcome. Thank you so much for coming and talking to me.
Yeah.
Why don't you introduce yourself and maybe like tell us how you got into stitching?
Yeah. So I'm Casey. I'm 26. I've been cross stitching for 3-ish years. I grew up in a family that was super creative all the time. My parents both worked when I was younger, so I stayed with my grandma quite a bit. And she was always needleworking, quilting, cross stitching, crocheting, knitting, everything. So I grew up with it. And then as my mother became a stay-at-home mom as I got older, she actually took on the cross stitching quite a bit. And then my grandmother actually passed away when I was about 22, and I decided to go back into fiber arts to kind of continue that tradition in my family because no one else had. So it was more of a, I need to continue this because I don't see anyone else doing it. And then I just fell in love with cross stitching more than anything.
Oh, nice. That's fun. I feel like everyone's got like that like female like
Like
line.
chain. Yeah.
Yeah, chain of generations.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of the point of like sewing and fiber arts and everything. It gets passed down from mother to daughter and everything, and it's fun. It's
Yeah.
a good time. Like my
Yeah.
grandma taught me how to cross stitch, and my mom did it too. But now I picked it back up, and then my mom was like, "Oh, you're cross stitching again?" I was like, "Yeah." She's like, "I want to do that." So,
That's been with me and my mom. She's like, I haven't cross stitched in 10 years. So I'm like, let's go because my local needle shop's Primrose Cottage. And so I'm like, let's go there. It's like a 10-minute drive from my house.
oh, and it's probably like, is it big?
Actually, no, it's weird. They're like a little strip mall space. Like
Oh,
it's super. They have all their quilting in there too. So like it's just
oh.
bolts on one wall of just everything.
One-stop shop for everything. Like,
There's a lady that knows me by name now, and she keeps trying to get me to go into like the hardcore quilting, and I'm like, lady, I spent so much money on cross stitch. Please stop.
right? I've started quilting and I can attest it is expensive.
I used to quilt all the time, but I'm just like I have a basic machine and everyone has like the long arm, like $25,000 machines, and I'm like, I cannot. And also renting one's like 2 grand.
I haven't like ventured into that. I'm just gonna quilt on my little domestic machine that I stole from my mom.
I don't even technically have mine. Mine are my mom's because I live with my parents. So I'm always just like, yoink, this is mine.
This is mine now. Thank you.
We share a creative office, so it's just like a mix of both of them. So I'm just like, I'm using this today. Bye.
Oh, that's nice. Like my mom's house is like 2 minutes down the road, but
Hey.
like we live in the same neighborhood. But it still seems like a struggle to get over there. Usually I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go steal something and bring it back to my house. Like I'm slowly moving her craft stuff into my house. What? like when you were getting back into cross stitching, what was like the first pattern that you did? Like what made you come back?
So the first pattern that I did was actually a witchy stitcher pattern, which was wild to take on to start.
Hmm.
And it was their Silence of the Lambs Hello Clarice.
Hmm.
Um, and it was for my mom actually, because that was like her nickname. And so I did that, and then I actually went straight into I don't remember who made the pattern, but they're the small Star Wars ships that are like 3x3s, and I made those for my boyfriend's office at the time because he worked in office, and so I did those, and then I was like, well, I guess I've gotten half the DMC list and everything, so I guess I'm jumping full force into this.
Do you have a master DMC set?
I do. I have a full master set and probably half of a secondary on accident.
Yeah, I don't officially have a master set, but I'm always like shocked that I need to buy more when I start a pattern. I'm like, I don't have this color. How does that happen?
Well, after a while, you're like, oh, I have them all. And then it's like this random middle, like in between that's like, oh, there's greens on this side, blues on this side. There's a yellow dead center. Go find it.
Yeah, there's no rhyme or reason to the colors either, I feel like.
I've tried. I've done the research. I'm like, there has to be. Nope.
Nope, nope, nope. They're just making numbers up at this point.
It's the French. We don't question their stuff.
Okay, so like pop culture nerdy stitching kind of like brought you back into
Yeah.
the like the fold, if you will.
Yeah, I haven't taken on any like the traditional like samplers or anything like that, just because like I love watching people, love seeing them. That's just not the jam that calls to me.
It is not the jam that calls to me. Like I've done a couple, like I did a modern folk embroidery right here. Did a modern folk embroidery
Okay.
and like I kind of like it because you can like change things up. Like if you were like, oh, I like this, but like all modern folk embroidery ones are like, well, most of them are like choose your own adventure on the colors. And
Yeah.
that's kind of fun. We don't really, I think when you're doing full coverage and stuff, you don't have the opportunity to trade things out.
Yeah. Yeah, I have a long dog that I've been putting off starting. So I'm like,
I have a long dog that I haven't bought yet, but it's like the first one that I've looked at and been like, yeah, I could be happy doing that one. But I have not ventured into that.
their patterns scare me. They're like $20 patterns.
They're expensive.
It's
And
like,
then, I
oh,
mean, some of them are huge though. Like,
I think mine's 22 pages of the PDF.
the one I'm looking at is smallish. It's the wave one with all the
Oh,
animals on it. Like,
yes,
so
that one's nice.
yeah. I'm hoping that it's not too crazy, but I have so many patterns. I don't need another one. You do a lot of test stitching
Yes,
for people. How's that? What's that like?
it's wild, actually. Um, the girl that I was test stitching for, she's taking a break just because she's continuing her career, of course, which respect to her. I love that for her. So she was really fun. I think in total I did 8 test stitches for her. And then I've gotten in with a few here and there that we're gearing up for some test stitching. So that's going to be super duper fun. I haven't gotten the patterns yet, but we'll see how that goes.
Are they big? Are they like
They're smaller. Usually the test stitching's under, I want to say 3 to 4,000 stitches in total. They try to keep it pretty small just because deadlines and wanting to get it out in the shops. So
yeah, for sure. I think it's nice to have a test stitch though, because it's like nice to see it actually stitched up. Like I don't know. Doing a lot of full coverage, you see a lot of mock-ups and it's like it's
it
okay.
never looks the same.
Yeah. I'm like, I just want to see what this is gonna look like in real life, but like they just released this pattern, so no one's gonna finish it for at least a year if we're
It's
lucky.
me stalking the Facebook groups, being like, does anyone have
Yeah.
any of the ones I've been looking at?
Do you have any full coverages that you're working on?
That that was like my red flag of the end of the year, started this year was I just went full into full coverage. I've been working on Dragon Riders 2 by Chris Bug. That has been a lot because that was the first one I ever kitted up, and I didn't think about it, but it's full coverage on 18 count, and it's like 275,000 stitches.
Uh-huh.
And then at the end of the year, I started a Mrs. Butterdee,
Yeah.
and then I started a Will Shrike full coverage. And so I was like sitting here just being like, okay, I may die because I think in total all of them have like I want to say it's almost 100,000 just 310 stitches.
Yeah.
So I'm like, the Cone of Doom's gonna be gone. Like
Yeah.
you did a frame around it and it's beautiful, but that frame's so hard to get through to get to the center.
To the center. Yeah.
The
I don't know. You could be like crafting gaming Jamie and she just like jumps around. She's like, oh,
respect I have for her.
I'm gonna go over here. I'm like, ooh, that's risky. I mean, a lot of times she does like stitch. Like she finds like black basically most of the time. And it's like, okay, the black goes this way, and then I can get to this spot. Like she's smart about it, but at the same time, I'm like, girl, you crazy.
Yeah. Like I followed her all last year when she finished her autumn one, and I
Yeah.
was like, this is giving me anxiety.
I know. She like jumps around. I'm like, I don't want to take things out of the hoop that much.
And I use easy grid, and I'm like,
Yeah.
no,
No,
no.
even like, yeah, the one she's doing the Cozy Winter Book Nook one, and she's like started in the corner, and then she went over here to do these flowers, and she did the clock, and then I just watched her latest video, and she did the cat, and I'm like, it's cute, it's cool.
Great. I respect it, but I'm like, my
Yeah,
brain doesn't work that way.
no, I'm like, I gotta finish this section, and then I think it's overwhelming if you like open it all up and like see what you're doing. It's like,
It's so bad. Like that's why I don't use like I was like, I'm gonna try doing scroll frames. Too much space. Too much to look at.
yeah, I like having like a decent amount of working area, but like not a ton. I don't know. Let's look back. What's your favorite part about cross stitching? Like what keeps you like going? Because these projects take a long time.
I'm a glutton for punishment and I love long projects actually. And I like the fact that like it comes together so slowly, but like I'm a progress picture girly. So I love looking at like, oh, look where I was when I started this project like 2 weeks ago, and now I'm at 40%. And this is like the difference between them. But I also like the fact that I can do this literally anywhere as well. Like I have a bag with cross stitching whenever I go out for like appointments or like road tripping. I'm just like headphones on, head down, do not talk to me this entire time. It almost like takes a collecting sense for me. Like I love collecting patterns, the floss, like everything like that. Like seeing like the little cart that I have with like all my nice stuff. I'm like, oh, this is like me collecting all my other hobbies.
It is like, 60% stitching, 40% collecting patterns.
I don't look at the Google Drive cross
Oh my
stitch
God.
folder.
Mine is ridiculous. And then I like scroll through and I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot I had that one.
I've subscribed to so many Patreons for so long that I'm like, oh,
The Witchy Stitcher, I was on her Patreon for the tarot cards, and then I finally was like, okay, the tarot cards are done. I gotta get off of this because just needed to save some money because that was like over a year. It was almost like a 2-year endeavor, and I have so many Witchy Stitcher patterns now.
yeah. I did the tier where you had her entire previous catalog from Patreon.
Oh,
And
yeah.
so I literally one day just went through and just downloaded. And
Yeah.
I just kept collecting for like a year and a half after that. And I was like, okay, I think
Okay. I think
think
I'm
we're okay
good.
now. And then she did the Moth series that she put out. And then I was like, well, now I need these.
I know. I was like, I'm glad that she's doing the Moth series because I'm like not super into like horror movies and things like that. So I was like, okay, this seems like a good point to dip out. Like, I think I have the first 6 or something, but then I was like, okay, I gotta save some money somewhere.
And I have so many Patreons like outside of cross stitching that I'm like, okay, we gotta pick and choose who we're supporting.
Yeah, I really want to be a part of Chrisabug's um hers, but it's like I don't know. It's $13 a month, which I mean, I love supporting artists and things like that, but it's just like not for, I can't do it right now.
Why? But like with like YouTubers and like cross stitching, it's easier for me to be like, oh, I get like extra content, or like I get like a pattern a month or something. So my brain's like, oh, that's like a purchase in itself.
Yeah. And it's like $5 a month. Like
Some of
it's
my
not.
D&D podcasts are $1 for no ads, and I'm like, I'm willing to pay you for that. Like,
Oh yeah. With Chrisabug with like the 13, I can't remember if it's 13 or 15, but like
mhm.
you get like you get like a postcard of her art every month.
Yeah,
So like that would be nice because I really like her art and I can't stitch all of it, obviously. I was like, I should just buy these paintings. Or like I should just, yeah, I should buy prints because in the long run, it will be better for me.
if I buy prints, I will never hang them. I know myself. Like I have like four prints of like beautiful like gold, like they even had like the nice gold in them and everything. And I just look at them and I was like, I don't. It's like fully finishing. I'm never gonna frame you and hang you. I've been so hard trying to do like fully finishes that aren't framed. Like so, I'm like, I was like, oh look at this, and then everything is just like, look, make a tapestry out of all your cross stitches. I was like, that's the same thing.
I've seen like journals where people like put them in like the sleeves, but like, how am I supposed to put some of these in a sleeve? Like, I
Yeah,
don't
it's gonna
know.
be like the giant art journals, like where people carry around like half canvases sometimes. Like,
Yeah. Well, I feel like what I need to do is they make like those skinny canvases, like you can get them from Walmart and they're like thin.
mhm.
And I feel like if I just like got one of those, laced it onto the back so I could always take it off and put it in a frame or finish it other ways, then it would happen. But I feel like I finish it, it goes in this little bag and doesn't see the light of day ever again. So I don't know. I wouldn't necessarily call myself like a process stitcher. Like I like to finish things, but
I
yeah,
like to finish stitching things. I don't like finishing things.
exactly. I like finished stitching things. I want the photo, me holding it up. Like I caught a fish and that's all I need. That's all I need.
I just have a drawer of just like even the princess series I did for my friend's kid. She was like, "Am I gonna get those at some point?" And I was like, "I might just send you the supplies and teach you how to do it." I don't know.
I don't know. That's why it's like I never tell somebody I'm gonna do one for them. Like I just do it. And like some people are like, yeah, don't do that because they might not appreciate it and everything. And I was like, well, I was gonna stitch something anyway. So does it really matter?
No, that's it's so hard 'cause I try and do a lot of gifts, but that's how I always think. I'm always like, will they like this though? And then I'm
Yeah.
just like, yeah, they will because I've seen their house.
It's just nice to like finish something and like now you have the motivation to like fully finish something because it's for somebody else, you know? Like,
Christmas rush. I get too ambitious like mid-November.
yeah, yeah. And that's too late. You have to be ambitious like in July.
Primrose Cottage literally just posted like a bunch of their new Christmas stuff, and I was like, it's March.
It's March. It was 80 degrees yesterday. I'm not into I'm not there.
I was like, we broke 100 yesterday, guys. I'm not stitching Christmas.
Let's see, you don't finish anything, so I can't ask you like how you like to finish.
I finish things. It's just when I do it's like I finish five at a time.
Yeah, I don't FFO things.
No, like they get like serged on the sides and sometimes laced or sometimes taped into a frame. Like or I do the unholy thing if you ask anyone, and I use the sticky boards.
Oh yeah. I use the sticky boards. Like the little like pet memorial ones that I've done. I put it on a sticky board and then I cut the edges off instead of lacing them.
Mhm. Yep.
Mhm.
Apparently
Mhm.
that is a sin.
Yeah.
I'm fine with it. It's archival glue. I trust it enough.
Yeah, it's archival, right? Like, I don't know.
It could not be. They could be 100% lying to me. I'm taking that chance.
I don't know. I mean, if you hang it up and it gets sun, it's gonna like, it's not supposed to, but it probably will kind of
Probably yellow, probably get gross. It's
yellow.
fine.
Yeah, my mom brought home some like really old cross stitch that she had done that was hanging in my grandmother's kitchen. And she was like, it was like yellow. Like, I don't think that it was in a frame with glass. It was just like in a frame. And she was like washing them. And she sent me a picture of them like in the sink. And the sink is just like the water is just disgusting.
The kitchen, the grease that thing is seeing.
Yeah, exactly. Like it's not a big kitchen. So it was like right with everything for 25, 40 years.
We have a huge needle point that my grandmother did. It's probably 5 feet by 7 feet. It's huge in a frame. And she like when she gave it to us, she was like, "You will keep the glass on it. This is a
Yeah.
threat."
Yeah. I don't think I could finish something if I was going to frame it and hang it on a wall. I don't think I could not put the glass back in.
Like I know it doesn't look as nice, but
Yeah,
no, it's staying in that frame until I die.
exactly. Because I already finished it, so I'm not going to finish it again.
No, absolutely not. If someone else wants to take it, please do.
Yeah. And that's like, I finish it and I finish it like, oh, well, if I wanted to finish it differently, I could because I left all this extra fabric and stuff. And
Nope, it's never gonna get seen.
it's never
I
good.
always do that too.
Yeah. It's lucky it got into a frame in the first place.
I've shoved it into frames without any security. It's just like the tension of the
Yeah.
frame holding it in. I'm like, you're fine.
Cool.
Don't even worry about it. And like it's like coming out the back because I give it like 3 inches room for the lacing. I'm
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
you're fine.
That's what the one that I just did looks like. It's bad.
I'm not, listen, I'm not
No.
selling these. This is
Yeah.
not going in the museum.
Done is better than perfect. Okay, what are you working on right now? Like what?
My Lowry actually just got moved. I am
Oh,
working on an Atomic Tiki Pins piece.
yes.
It's the Cars Land piece that she has.
Okay.
Because I give it up on the Disneyland map because that was too much work. And don't get it up,
No.
but it's beating up right. It was like 4 months of straight stitching on that. And I was like, I'm burnt, guys. I'm so done with confetti stitching. We're done with this. And so I picked that up because my mom was like, I love Cars. I was like, I know you do. And she's like, it's the 20th anniversary of the original Cars movie. And I was like, great. We'll do one for that. So that's probably going to go up in like an entryway when we buy a house this summer. So I'm like, there you go. You get all the Disneyland pieces going in the
Yeah.
entryway.
Should put them like in order that you would like go on them at the park, you know?
Yes.
Like, okay, well,
We're real bad at we have spreadsheets for rope drop. Like that's how bad we are as people.
yeah. I mean, now you kind of have to now.
You
Like,
you have to. And we do like lightning lane, but I'm still like, we gotta rope like 7 a.m. We gotta be at security, guys. I'm
yeah,
so sorry.
like lightning lane stuff is like not as advantageous as it used to be. Like,
Yeah.
and it's confusing. I don't even know what it is anymore because I haven't been in a while. They've probably changed it twice since I've been there
There's different layers of lightning lane now. You can't lightning lane premium now. Like
because, 150 bucks to be there is not enough.
uh, I because we do like layaway plans for our Disney trips just because it's easier for us to plan. And I called the other day and I was like, how much should I pay for these tickets? And they're like, $700 for 4 days. And I was like, a person? They're like, that was a discount. And I was like, no, it was not. You're lying to me.
It's so expensive. Like, we're going to Orlando in at the end of April, beginning of May, and I don't know if I'll go to the parks because, like, I'm the only one who likes to go. So if I went, I would be going with like other moms probably. And like my husband will have free tickets. So hopefully I can like maybe get his ticket and like
You should.
go. But I don't know.
I support this. We're it's bad. Well, Disney World's even worse because there's a ticket for every park. The park
Yeah.
hoppers are like quadruple the price because we're looking at a dirty 30 trip for me in 4 years, and I'm
Yeah.
like, oh my
Yeah.
God.
Yeah. It's ridiculous. Like I don't even know. And then it's like, okay, well, if you're paying, $250 to be at the parks for the day and you're going to try and do all the parks at Disney World, like you have to get a lightning lane because
Yeah.
otherwise you're not going to do anything. It's like the lightning lane is now the normal lane.
Yeah.
Now
Like
you
it's
gotta,
what? And the fact that you have to pay for Lightning Lane on some rides, I'm like,
yeah,
what do you mean? I paid the original price and
yeah.
another price.
And it's ridiculous. It's like a huge money grab, and we will pay it because
I know my dad's like, we could go on a nice cruise with this money, and I'm like, okay.
I know exactly. You're like, when you compare it, they're like,
I'm like, don't talk to me. I know the financial decisions I'm making.
yeah, like my daughter doesn't really like to go for like, she doesn't really like rides and stuff. And now she's too old for like the characters and things. So I probably won't go. I like to go to Universal in Florida. That's fun.
I've been wanting to go to Universal,
Yeah, it's a
but
good time.
well, we went. So I went to Horror Nights down in California at
Oh,
Universal, and
yeah.
that was disgusting. Well, because like we did the Universal Park and we rope drop Universal like it was Disneyland, which was a mistake. And we were staying in Anaheim, so it was an hour drive. So we're like, we're staying at the park till horror comes on.
Yeah.
3.5 hours to get through one line.
Yeah.
And I was like, absolutely not. We're leaving. It's 2 a.m. I
Yeah.
need to go to bed. I have a flight at 7.
Like I've never been to Universal in California. I've only ever been to Universal in Florida. And I waited in line for the new Hagrid ride. They tore down those dragons and they made the
Mm-hmm.
Hagrid ride. And I remember we went there and I was with my friend. We were on like a momcation. And we like got in line for that ride and it was like 280 minutes. I was like, I don't even know how to like comprehend that into hours. And then it was like, yeah, you can't bring anything with you in line. You have to put everything in a locker. So they're like, you can't have anything in your pockets and stuff. So we had to put our phones because like they won't let you bring a bag, like anything. You have to put everything in a locker. So put everything in the bags. And so you had to put your phone in the locker. And I'm like, what are we supposed to do for 280 minutes in line without a phone?
Hey,
Stare at each other?
make conversation.
Yeah. Ugh. And then there was like a little snack kiosk in the middle of the line. And I was like, well, you took my wallet. So now and I can't even pay for it all with my phone. Like, and I
Like,
would really love a snack.
it's lunchtime, guys. We started this in the morning. It's now mid-lunch.
Yeah, exactly. They open and close the single riders line too. And so we just got lucky right after the snacks. There's the single riders line, and they opened it up right when we got there. So we just went into the single riders line and we were like, we just want to ride it. There's only two of us. Like, we don't need to ride it together, do we?
You're fully grown adults. We'll meet you at the exit.
Exactly. So we just did that, and it's a fun roller coaster. It's a really good time, but
I've been wanting, that's why we're thinking about a Dirty 30 trip. So everything in Universal's done, and then we can go to Orlando and do the Villains Land that Disney World's building currently.
oh,
So like
yeah.
that's like our whole plan of like a 4-year plan to go to Disney World.
It's a good idea. It's good to plan ahead, like especially things like that.
Yeah.
We're kind of like fly by the seat of our pants people.
Oh, not us. We literally, my boss knows like once a year there's a week vacation to Disneyland that gets planned in like October. And he just like texts me like when's the vacation?
When's, when's your trip?
I'm like, I'm sorry.
If that brings you joy, then that's
It's
what you gotta
Listen, we're in trying times now. If I can get the mouse money to have some happiness.
exactly. I like cross stitch and I'm like, yeah, the world is burning down, but here I am with my little craft.
In my audiobook against the world right now.
Exactly. I think I've seen memes where they're like, oh, the world's falling apart, so I'm going to listen to this fantasy book where the government's even worse, but at least I know it's going to get saved by a woman. So do you prefer to do like audiobooks or do you watch TV while you stitch? Like, what do you?
So I'm in a I'm a mood switcher primarily with that. So in the mornings usually I am alone in my house. I'm on swing shift right now. So in the mornings I'm usually cross stitching and audiobooking it or YouTubing it and catching up with like my floss tubers and everyone that I follow. But then at night I sit down with family and we are like our terrible reality TV and our Grey's Anatomy. And I'm just stitching while doing those. So it just depends on like who's home, whom I'm around, if I'm by myself. So it just depends.
Okay, so what's like a type of stitching that you haven't done or like you bought a pattern and you're excited to work on it, but you're like intimidated?
I pulled the trigger on a fancy lady that I've been eyeing for like 2 years, and it's the Raven Queen by Mirabilia.
Uh-huh.
It scares me to absolute death. And the problem, and I have everything for it, but the Kreinik because Kreinik
hmm
has such a shortage right now.
hmm
So I was like, okay, I'll put you aside. I have your linen, I have all your stuff. I'm gonna put you aside. And I went to a Pinky the Pink um big fancy lady, and it's her Avatar series that she has.
hmm
And I was like, this will be easier than Mirabilia. Absolutely not. I've started like seriously like a 2 by 2 inch square of this thing, and I'm like, no, thank you. I am
Yeah.
so terrified of this project.
I have a Pinky the Pink pattern. I have Megara, and there's like chains. Like, she's got a chain in her hair, and I haven't like just the pattern, like looking at the pattern. It's like, and all the back stitching. I'm like, this is stressful.
And I've never done beading, and so I'm like, I
Yeah.
have to learn beading now. I don't know what. Like I'm scared. I'm like, what if I mess up? And there's so many stitches like underneath this that I just have to tear out like
Yeah.
a block of stitching.
Yeah. I don't know how to do like the little stitches, like the little half stitches. Like I do it and I'm like, did I do this right? I don't even know.
I had to message her and be like, what do you mean by this? Please explain. Explain to me like I'm 5. What does this mean? Please and thank you.
Mean. I don't understand. Yeah. I haven't tried to do one of hers yet, but I have one. I could have bought a lot, but she was having like an anniversary sale, so they were like half off. And I was like, okay, I'll get the one that I really want, and then we'll see.
I bought 5 during that sale, and I'm looking at them and being like, I'm gonna sob. Like I understand why she had like you can do the bust with the nice frame, and I'm like, I understand that now.
Yeah.
I completely get it.
Yeah, yeah, she's got like all different like options for all of them, and like you can do a frame or you can not do a frame, or you can do like the little halo thing behind their head or not do it. Like I don't think Meg has one like in the original pattern, but then like you can buy separately
Yeah.
those things. And I'm like, at least she has a lot of tutorials though. Like you can get that show you how to do the beading and how to do the like the chain. Like there's a specific video for the chain for Megra.
I know. I've been well, and the one I'm currently working on is Azula from Avatar: The Last Airbender, and I was like, she can't be that bad. Oh, she's horrendous, and not
Yeah.
because she's beautiful. She's great. I love her. She's on a half of a yard of 36 count linen.
Yikes.
So I'm just like, well, this will be when I'm dead. Like, if I start it now, like when I'm 70, it should be done.
Should be done, maybe. I don't know.
And then I was like, I'm gonna start maybe trying the Kreinik because I've never really worked with Kreinik. And I was like, absolutely not. We're going back to DMC. We'll do that at very last.
I don't think I don't think my mermaid has any Kreinik. It just has beads and like silk and blends.
Silk scares me as well.
Yeah, it's kind of nice. Like I don't mind it. It's just like cutting it. to figure out like what's going to be a nice
Like
like
gradient type of
gradient.
deal.
Exactly. Yeah. Like that's hard. I can't. That's what I
Well, and you
struggle.
can't loop start those usually because the gradient gets thrown off with loop
Yeah.
starts.
Well, when I cut it, I try to do the gradient so like I fold it in half and try to like match up the gradient as best I can when it's folded in half. And like, but sometimes I'm like, oh, I have a really short thread, and sometimes I'm like,
That's a red flag for me though. I have like 36-inch pieces of thread sometimes, and I'm just like, well, we'll figure it out as we go.
yeah, exactly. If I'm stitching in my with my Lowry, it's okay because it doesn't tangle as much. But if I'm stitching like with the hoop in my hand and I'm not two-handed stitching, it gets tangled a lot.
Yes. And
If
then
it,
I'm not gonna lie, I'm just cutting out knots at that point and securing the ends. I'm just like, it's fine.
I I will spend 5 minutes trying to get the knot out before I cut it person.
I will make sure it is not like a stitcher's knot, like one that you can just release. But after
Yeah.
that, if it's not that, nope, we're just cutting it secure and we're fine.
Or I'll like just yank a little knot through.
Oh, on 14 count, that is fair game. It
Yeah.
cannot be that big.
No, I mean, even on other ones, like just yank it through. And I'm like, eventually I'll get to a point where it's not going to come through anymore.
Well, especially on a brand new piece of thread, you're like, I'm not wasting this.
Exactly. I'm not wasting this piece of thread, but then like I'll be like, oh man, I still have all this thread to stitch with, but my next color isn't like for like it's way down here or something. And then I'll cut it. And when I look at it after I've cut it off, I'm like, oh, this is not enough to save. But but really I just don't want to deal with it.
I have warts that are like this long. I have no shame.
Oh. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I will also get a knot and like if I feel it later or like flip it over and I see it, I will pull everything out to get rid of the knot.
Oh, absolutely not. I'm like, no one
I
will
don't
see
know why.
this.
I don't know what's wrong with me.
I literally started the cards one like 2 days ago. I've already cut like three knots out and just been like, yeah, you're fine. You're secure enough.
Oh, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it.
I am literally just like, if it comes undone, I'll stitch over it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's gotta like if it takes too long to pull it all out, then I probably won't. But if it's only like 3 stitches back, like
Yeah. Sometimes I'm just in like a flow though, and I'm like, oh,
yeah.
it's 200 stitches back. Absolutely not.
No, no, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that. You said that you were a vibe stitcher, which I
Yes.
100% understand. So, like, what vibe goes with what projects? Like,
Oh, okay.
how
So
do
like
how are you feeling when you pick up a certain one?
it's okay. So it's very much the vibes of like just my life when I pick things up. If it's like a good day, I'm picking up like a really vibrant or fun stitch, or like sometimes I'll theme stitch with like what's going on. Like I'm like, ooh, it's horror movie night, so we're gonna do some Halloween stitching. Like that's like fully the vibe. And like for some reason, rainy days are like the monochrome days. Like
Mhm.
it literally just waking up and just being like, okay, what's fun today? And like free days are full coverage days. If it's like a day that I have zero to do, I'm like, okay, this is a full coverage day, guys. But what full coverage is it going to be? Is it going to be just, a foot of black or is it going to be confetti every 2 seconds? Who knows?
Yeah, sometimes it's nice to pick up a project that you know has a lot of black because you know you can get a lot done in the time that you have.
Yeah.
Like,
I load up needles. I literally will have like 6 needles loaded on a magnet and I'm just like, okay, let's go.
nice. Do you do like parking method or you like cross
Okay, so
country?
I never understood the parking method. I never did. Just because I never did full coverage a lot.
Yeah.
And the full coverage I have done was super easy to like just like do blocks of stitching here and there. But with the Will Shrike that I'm doing, I think I'm gonna have to take on the parking method just to keep a hold of my progress and placements
Uh-huh.
because I am doing his. It was by Thread Geeks that they took away. It was his half Vader, half like burned Anakin face that he
Hmm.
had.
Yeah,
And the colors in that, it looks like it's gonna be so basic. There's like 98 colors in that
really.
thing. Yeah.
Wow.
So the parking method I think will be the only way that I can get through the colors running down.
Yeah.
So I'm debating on doing all the black stitching and then filling in the colors.
Yeah. I mean, that makes sense because I've been thinking my will strike that I'm doing is like it's deceivingly difficult. Like mine doesn't have that many colors. Mine has like 15 colors. But it's still like deceivingly hard because you're like, oh, but like one gray looks exactly like another gray and then looks like the other gray. And so when you like go to like pick up a stitch, it's all the same gray and I'm confused as to where I am most of the time. So
Hmm.
sometimes I'm like, oh, I'll stitch all the black. Makes sense.
Well, and like I'm doing even mine on easy count, which yours, I think, did you dye that one? That's your red
Yeah.
dyed fabric. Oh,
Yeah.
God bless you. Oh no.
Some days I'm like, I don't work on it that much because it's just so like I'll work on it for an hour and a half and I don't get much done because I feel like it's just I don't know. There's too many grays.
You should grid it out with some filament.
Yeah, I have like
You
I'll
one
grid.
block at a time.
So I like sometimes will grid with my what is that called? My little fabric pen.
Oh yeah.
And I have ones now that I really like that like are heat dissolving.
Hmm.
And so I might have to do that because it's just getting hard. And then the other part about it is that I've dyed it and I feel like the weave is really loose. Like it's an 18
Hmm.
count, but the weave feels really loose. So like my stitches feel, I don't know, untidy, I get. I don't know. It's just I feel like you pull like only a little bit and it's like warping into itself.
I did that on one of my pieces and I had to restarch it.
Oh, that's a good idea. I do have starch. I could spray it.
Yeah. I literally did like a little starch spray and it held the weave together a little bit more to where I could tension my stitches a little bit better.
Yeah, because that's the problem with that one is it's like weird because I
Like the
die.
corners come together trying to like pinch it when you pull.
Exactly. Yeah. And then I'm like,
Yeah.
well, I can't pull that hard, but I really hate those patterns where you're like, this looks so easy, but it's not. Like, who's the one? Foxy, Foxy
Foxy
Floss Shop?
Floss Co. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
It might be Shopco. I don't know.
Yeah, who knows?
I don't know. But hers are deceivingly difficult because there's so many colors and they're like far away from each other. And I've done like I did one big one. She did like a mystery stitch along and I was like, I really think this is cute, but I did not enjoy stitching this.
Well, it wouldn't be that bad because I did fine frog stitchings last Sal.
Hmm.
And it looked so easy. Absolutely not. There were so many color changes.
Yeah.
And like I was and like the frames were beautiful. I was like, the frames are so easy. There was like four colors in these. I can do this. It took me like 6 months past the Sal to finish it.
Yeah. I don't know. I've given up on Sal's. I don't do them anymore.
I signed up for the new Lola Crow Sal just the
Oh,
other day. And so I've never done a Lola Crow
yeah.
ever. And
Hers are
so
really cool.
they're
Like,
I loved her previous Sals, but they're so big.
yeah. Is this one smaller? I don't even know what it is.
She hasn't even released the frames yet. We have no
Oh,
idea.
okay. See,
So
that's
I'm
the
just like,
problem.
yeah, and she like the fabric sold out too. So like you can't like she has the fabric like how much you need of every count. But I'm just
Mhm.
like, I'm gonna just dye it myself and hope for the best.
Yeah. I feel like that's kind of like the fun part is like the thing about a Sal, especially one that you're doing with like a bunch of people and like Lola Crow, especially because so many people do it, is that you can like pick out whatever you want. Like people will be like, oh yeah, I couldn't find the fabric, so this is the closest thing I got. Or people like completely go in a different direction. And like that's the fun thing about the Sals. But I feel like once like somebody finishes, like the tarot card one, like Cross Stitch and Cambria, he finished it. And now I'm like, I don't ever want to work on mine. Somebody did it. Congratulations.
I've only seen two finishes of that entire thing, and Cross Stitch and Cambrian is one of them. And I respect him so much because I'm like, I want to take that on, but it scares the absolute crap out of me.
Yeah, it's like it was huge. And like he kept up. Like
Yeah.
once they released it, he was stitching it. But he does a lot of test stitching for the Witchy Stitcher. So maybe he was getting things a little early. I don't know.
That's like my flex is cross stitching Cambria follows me once in a while and like will like my stuff. So I'm like, that's like my like little woo of the day. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, I like watching. I like he doesn't really do a lot of floss tubing, but he does a lot of posting. So
It's a lot of reels, which I
yeah.
respect. That's
Which
a different medium.
oh gosh. Dude, I'm a photographer and a videographer. I'm like, nope, I don't want to do that.
I do like time lapses like once every 6 months. That's as much as you get out of me from reels.
Yeah, I've been trying to do like record the process of making my first quilt. And a lot of times it's like I start doing something and I'm like, I should film this. I'm like, ugh, I don't want to. I'm like, ugh, but I need to.
I film solely off my phone and my iPad, so I'm just like, let's see if I can get this figured out to set
Yeah.
up.
That's kind of what I've been doing. I've gotten really lazy. I'm like, I'm not bringing my whole camera down here for this.
I don't need my whole setup for this.
Yeah, I'm like, this is fine. And it's all dark in the basement. It's fine.
I know, God, that like my lighting is terrible because I'm like, oh, it's 11 p.m. Let's do a floss tube real quick.
Well, I'm the opposite because I'm like, oh, the sun went down. I can't do a floss tube now.
I got like 8 lamps on me half the time. I'm like, it's
Yeah.
fine.
I'm like, oh, bummer. There's no more sun. So gross. I can't film a floss tube. It just can't happen.
Coming off shift at like 11:30 with so much energy, and so I'm like, let's get this done. It's fine.
Okay, doing floss tube. What's your favorite part about making the floss tubes?
Honestly, it's the fact that it's the video editing process for me, actually.
Oh,
I very random. I thought I was gonna enjoy like looking back at like all my stuff and like being able to see stuff, but the video editing was something that I was super like new to last year when I came into this. So being able to like actually have a setup and like have a solid software to do, that's actually a really fun and like peaceful time for me to sit down and like edit and post.
I feel like by the time I filmed, I'm too tired to.
Oh, we ended like 2 days after. I have
Oh
no
yeah.
shame about that.
I never say what day it is. So I'm like, mm. But then I'm like, oh, I can't share that on my Instagram because I talked about it on my floss tube and I don't want. But I feel like there's two different audiences. You have your Instagram audience and you have your floss tube audience. So it shouldn't really matter.
Dude, I the algorithms have been hating me lately though. So I'm just like, it doesn't matter what I post. We'll see who sees it.
Exactly. You're like, well, a lot of people will see this or two people will see this. I don't know. I don't know.
Well, I lost my Stitchy like vibes for like the first like quarter of the year. And so
Yeah,
I'm like I was like gone from social media for the first 3 months of the year. So I'm like, I probably don't think I'm dead at this point. I don't care.
I could be. I don't know.
I may be dead. I may not know.
I don't know. We live in purgatory. Someday.
Honestly, though, a floss tube that won't upload, that would be my personal hell. Just a YouTube upload, just spinning.
Yeah, yeah. And then it's like you got to make a thumbnail and you got to like do all the things. And I like to do it because it's fun to like update and I like being part of the community and everything, but
Yeah,
it does sometimes feel like a chore.
it is. The video descriptions are my bane of my existence.
I don't work very hard on those.
Mm-mm. It gets like I have like the format of like the previous ones that I just add in like just keywords of what
Yeah.
I've talked about.
Yeah. I'm always like, hey, I'm going to talk about these things. Enjoy. And then I'm like, post the find me, which is so silly because I'm only on Instagram. I think there's like a Ko-fi link and a Discord link. I'm like, I don't even think I have Discord on my computer anymore.
I get you. I had a blue sky for a hot minute and then I was like, yeah, nah, this isn't working, guys.
It's too much. There's too much communication coming from too many places. And yeah.
Instagram's the tried and true. It's sad, but it is. I've been literally like just stitching and 3D printing stuff for stitching. That's been my life like the past like month. So I'm pretty boring.
Yeah. I mean, you 3D printed it all the little like floss drops, right?
So I laser cut those,
Oh,
and then
laser.
I've 3D printed a bunch of like I have a nice little I wonder if you can see it. It's like a nice little thread holder for the
Oh, nice.
Lowry.
I was
So
wondering what
like,
that was.
yeah, it's like a like carousel almost.
Ooh,
Yeah.
fancy.
So like that's like, and then I like did a bunch of like boxes and stuff for like traveling, so I can throw like just like the 10 floss drops I'm using in there.
Uh-huh.
So
That's
that's
nice.
been like that's been my life is just like what can I add to this with my other hobbies?
What can I do for more hobbies?
Like I'm looking at the vinyl front bags and be like, do you think I can sew them? Because I feel like I could sew them.
Exactly. I know. I was like, maybe I'll make project bags, but I honestly don't really like those project bags because they collect all the cat hair and the dog hair and everything. And I like these because they like are just plastic and
Yeah.
easy to
They're like,
just
and
like,
also it's like $20 for like 10 of them.
yeah.
So I'm
And
like, you know what?
half of them I have are empty right now because I was like, I'm not starting new projects. I don't need 15 projects that I'm working on. I just need like a small rotation.
I was planning on doing a whip parade soon, and I went through it and I was like, oh, I have like 22 whips. This is
Yeah.
fine.
And you're like, oh, I forgot I even started this one.
Like some of them have like 100 stitches in them, and I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
whoops.
I mean, sometimes it's just like you need to start a new one to appreciate the ones you're working on.
I'm like, yeah, this is the new start. Ooh, but I'm like 50% the way through this. So if I do this section, it will look better.
Exactly. Or like I just am like getting close to like finishing things. Like right now I'm working on Freya and she's like getting like
Her face is looking so good, and her hair, and then like you're moving
Mhm.
down the body now.
I'm on her hands. I'm doing her hands right now.
She's so pretty and so no background, but just so
No.
nice.
Gosh. So I got to use a pretty fabric. I feel like when you do full coverage, like I buy pretty fabric, but I don't have anything to stitch on it.
Yeah, like I have like so many colorful linens that I'm just
Yeah.
like, sorry guys.
I have a drawer full of them down here.
And I paid good money for them. I can't cover them up with full coverage.
Yeah, it's like it's the collecting thing again, you know? It's 40% collections.
One, two, three stitch is always like open in the side browser, being like,
Oh
shh.
yeah. Oh yeah. And now I like look at fabric like
Oh my
because I'm like, oh yeah, I want to like make this quilt and now I want to make this thing and like ah, I don't know. I
I God bless you, because the worst part for me is actually like getting a back together for my quilts.
I sewed the back together recently. Like
Oh
the
my
other day,
God.
I sewed the back panel together so it's big
Oh,
enough. It's actually a lot bigger. The
that's
quilt top.
good.
It's good. It's good. But and now I like am procrastinating on making the quilt sandwich and quilting it.
You have
And
to have like such a large space to do it too, because you have to
yeah,
lay everything flat and you got to pin everything together. And oh,
yeah. And like I don't want to pin it.
no. I had to use a conference room for the last quilt I did because I didn't have a
Really?
space enough to like lay it.
I have enough space in the basement to like lay it down, but it's like all on carpet, so I'm worried it's not gonna be like
Perfect.
flat enough. Yeah, like it's gonna get wrinkly, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see.
I've seen a thing because I just barely got into like learning how to use a serger. I got a secondhand serger. Apparently, you can serge your edges together before you bind, and I was like,
That's a good idea.
that's brilliant.
That's brilliant, actually, because like
Then
that's
everything's even.
yeah. And then it's like all connected, so you don't have to like fuss with
And then your
like
binding can just go on to do a finished edge.
yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
that's smart. I need a serger.
Secondhands are so cheap. I got mine for
Really?
free on accident, but like estate sales are always like serger $4. I'm
Yeah.
like, this
I
is a
think
$400 serger.
I saw a serger on like an auction, like an estate auction, and it was like a mini one. It was like small. And I was like, ooh, maybe I get that because I don't really have room for a serger at this point in my life. Do you have any rat cross stitches, like pattern?
I have a bunch planned because I will. The thought was because like there's a really cute memorial piece in the Stitch Crypt's first book,
Uh-huh.
and it's rats, and I was going to color them to all my different boys I've lost. And then I've lost 14 of them in 4 years. And I was like, well,
Well, that's a lot.
maybe we'll do a scroll frame with one on the bottom.
Just like,
Yeah. And just like leave enough room to continue.
yeah. Oh, you should do like where you like wrap it around the pole and like,
Yeah.
like it hangs.
Like a true scroll frame that just keeps going.
Yeah. Yeah. I love it. And then you can just like sew them together.
Yeah. That would that should actually be what I do.
You can sew them together and then just like keep going. And then it'll go down your wall and roll across the floor.
Just have rats on the very top that just have tails that keep going. That just
Yeah.
keep stitching.
Maybe you could do like two side by side.
I feel so bad because I still have 12, so I'm like, oh God, it's gonna be a lot in the next 2 years. I literally just read, listen to audiobooks and TV and play video games. And video games are my life currently. That's why stitching's been so slow.
Yeah. I mean, you sometimes you need a break. Like sewing has kind of taken over my life a little bit more than cross stitching, but
It rotates. It's like a little lazy Susan that just comes around every few months.
you just if you have a lot of hobbies, you gotta like make time to do all the hobbies.
My Warhammer hobby came back around a while ago, and I was like, oh, I haven't seen you in a while.
Well, I haven't picked up a video game in a really long time. So,
I, I am I picked up all the handhelds I could, so that's been my life now.
uh,
And then my consoles sit dusty in the corner.
yeah, yeah. That our Switch doesn't get much love.
Oh no, we're aggressive. We're Mario Kart, the new Mario Kart for the Switch 2. That's a family game night, like 3, 4 times a week of aggression.
That's the only reason why we would get a Switch 2 is so we could play the new Mario Kart.
It's worth it. We've probably put 200 hours into it.
Oh, don't tell me that.
I'm gonna tell you that because Costco has bundles.
Oh gosh, don't tell me that either.
I'm always like Snapchatting friends, being like, look at the bundles.
Thanks so much for talking to me.
Yes.
It was super fun. And yeah, happy stitching for you.
Thank you. I appreciate it. It's been fun being on here, doing some collabs with people.
I know, it's fun. It's nice to like you feel like you know people like via
Comments
the
and
internet.
DMs.
Yeah, exactly. But it's like totally different when you actually like get to talk to somebody. So
Yeah.
I appreciate
Yeah,
it.
absolutely. And hopefully we can meet up at like a cross stitch thing online or something, like Jingle
Yeah.
Ball or something.
Yeah. Or, go somewhere.
Yeah. Hey, there's always one you wish upon a stitch.
Oh, yes, I know. I had fun at that one. It's always on my husband's birthday.
I wish I could have got Stitch West tickets to it's in St. George this year, but
Oh, well, we do our best.
do our best. And $300 for a weekend without a hotel was,
Well, thanks so much.
of course.
We'll talk later.
Bye.